next? No one has work, no one has money. I cannot do business here. Perhaps I should try my luck in Aleppo or Damas. Surely the Mamluks will not allow such treatment of good subjects.
I do not even have two akçe to rub together. And there I was, the preeminent spice merchant in the district. I am a colossal has-been, as my wife stresses every time I dare show my face at home.
A loaf of bread, you say? Praise be to God. I have begged for months now, and waited in... I dream of roast calf, succulent fowl, grilled lamb. All I ever have is hunger. I have always given at the mosque whenever I had aught to spare. But this year I cannot. For once, my brothers in faith will have to help me in return. It is a terrible burden on my conscience. Is it just me, or has life become unbearable recently because of the Christians? I keep hearing about how they wish to destroy and erase us from the face of the earth. Well, maybe they are behind our misery.
Usually when rampant corruption holds sway in a city, there are still methods to get by and make a living for oneself. But here, a closed circle shelters a few favorites. These Byzantine thugs enforce their will and the rest of us be damned.
We cannot pay the steward captain's head tax. How is he not aware that the people here have no money? He asks a small enough amount, but having forbidden us to practice half the trades we were born to, he can't then expect us to thrive. My condolences, dear friend. Your father was a good man, though I understand the plight he faced. Sacrificing himself for the good of his children was a noble thing to do. The people of the area understand and will not forget.
My pitiful savings disappeared into steward coffers a fortnight ago. Our food ran out last week. My wife and I have been boiling old pairs of boots into strange new recipes. Let's just say we are glad we still have some spices.
I will have to keep a low profile, stay home, avoid colleagues, that sort of thing. I am convinced the stewards of Byzantium have set spies to keep track of my activities. Therefore, there will be no activities and nothing to report.
The family who lived behind Iskender's were killed last night. To the last child. They're saying thieves did it. But there were a few understandably nervous witnesses who saw several militiamen there, before the outcry was made.
We have fallen prey to bad governance, corruption, and no doubt, evil influence. I keep waiting to see if things will improve, but my patience and my resources are not infinite. When will it end?
Will the Imam be handing out food tomorrow? I am a proud man, but even I must eat. I suppose I must keep my wife from starving to death too. God might take exception to my negligence otherwise.
It shames me to think this activity might be endorsed by the Sultan. I cannot credit it. It smacks more of disloyal elements in his entourage, who've hatched some obscure, frankly malign plot to alienate the populace.
I have never seen this. We do not know who they will take next, or if they are still alive in the dungeons or not. Tax evasion, they call it. I have other names for it. Extortion, greed, oppression.
That pig of a Greek commander sat behind his ring of stewards of Byzantium and issued decrees that would render any sensible man mutinous. As he gorged on roast fowl, he ordered increased duties on all foodstuffs coming through his gate. We starve already.
This time I will go straight to the bay. Even though he has every reason to resent me from our former run-ins. I cannot believe even he would condone this new decree. 1/5 on top of everything else we give him. Hakan says Firat and his wife have not disappeared or left the area. They are held in the Beylik dungeons by the stewards of Byzantium. They could not meet the last head tax, and they were the most implicated giving members of the community. The spiriting leaders.
appealed directly to Karim Bey. He interceded with the tax. Buys me but a week to find the money. Even he holds little sway with them. My future lies in chains. I know it.
I am almost ready to turn my back on this dump. There is nothing left for me here. To make a living, I must beg for sustenance. Receive nothing but grief from the enforcers. I must have offended the gods in some dreadful way.
Is it just me, or has life become unbearable recently because of the Christians? I keep hearing about how they wish to destroy and erase us from the face of the earth. Well, maybe they are behind our misery.
I do not even have two akche to rub together. And there I was, the preeminent spice merchant in the district. I am a colossal has-been, as my wife stresses every time I dare show my face at home.
The captain said they were looking for new watchmen. I have never fired a crossbow in my life, but it seems that may be the only employment available. My family will starve if I don't find work fast. We cannot pay the steward captain's head tax. How is he not aware that the people here have no money? He asks a small enough amount, but having forbidden us to practice half the trades we were born to, he can't then expect us to thrive.
Have they allowed the bazaar to open today? I cannot sell my baklava. I will never be able to pay the tax. That they fine all who sell outside the bazaar makes it impossible otherwise. But that does not seem to concern them much.
I will have to keep a low profile. Stay home, avoid colleagues, that sort of thing. I am convinced the stewards of Byzantium have set spies to keep track of my activities. Therefore, there will be no activities and nothing to report.
I have always given at the mosque whenever I had aught to spare. But this year I cannot. For once, my brothers in faith will have to help me in return. It is a terrible burden on my conscience.
The family who lived behind Iskanders were killed last night. To the last child. They're saying thieves did it. But there were a few understandably nervous witnesses who saw several militiamen there, before the outcry was made.
My pitiful savings disappeared into steward coffers a fortnight ago. Our food ran out last week. My wife and I have been boiling old pairs of boots into strange new recipes. Let's just say we are glad we still have some spices.
These days, I hardly recognize my beloved city. Evil has spread throughout, affecting all of us. It was never perfect, I will grant you. But at least it was an honest place.
I am amazed they allowed me to live. I suppose I am no overt threat to their rule, though. They probably consider me coward. Truth be told, they are right. I will not do anything to raise opposition until I see some concrete sign of resistance.
Usually, when rampant corruption holds sway in a city, there are still methods to get by and make a living for oneself. But here, a closed circle shelters a few favorites. These Byzantine thugs enforce their will, and the rest of us be damned.
Hakan says Firat and his wife have not disappeared or left the area. They are held in the Beylik dungeons by the stewards of Byzantium. They could not meet the last head tracks. They were the most implicated, giving members of the community. Dispiriting news.
I am thinking of joining a merchant caravan. I have not had steady work as a baker in years. Soon I will have to leave one way or another. Besides, on the road I wouldn't have to hear my wife's noisome vexations.
Much as it pains me, my donations to the Medrese must stop if I'm to feed the family. I must hope the Alim will keep the boys and continue to show his usual generosity. Things will be even more depressing.
A man of many talents am I, and resourcefulness was ever mine to employ. But now, I am ready to give up. I am down to my last reserves, and one needs money to make money. If they can, they will tax what I have left.
Were you able to salvage something from the foundry before they ransacked it? Thugs. I cannot believe they would do that to you. Destroy your means of earning a living, rather than help when a brother is in need. Most un-Islamic.
I will lose my house next. No one has work. No one has money. I cannot do business here. Perhaps I should try my luck in Aleppo or Damas. Surely the Mamluks would not allow such treatment of good subjects.
It was nice of the Bey to come see our plight in person. Perhaps his influence can help restore some hope. Although I suppose one must trust in God's will to do what is best and leave it at that.
This time I will go straight to the Bey. Even though he has every reason to resent me from my former graduates. I cannot believe even he would condone this new decree. 1/5, 1/5 on top of everything else we give them.
I spent the last month in a cell on an island miles offshore. I was moved under cover of night, so I have no idea where. I say the steward's idea of a little holiday is unpleasant.
We have fallen prey to bad governance, corruption, and no doubt, evil influence. I keep waiting to see if things will improve, but my patience and my resources are not infinite. When will it end?
What's more, I heard from the ferrymen they are sending the sick from across the Bosphorus to stay in our overcrowded, dirty, pungent dungeon. The area will surely become plague-ridden. That pompous Byzantine commander must have planned it personally.
I appealed directly to Karim Bey, and he interceded with the tax. Buys me but a week to find the money. Even he holds little sway with them. My future lies in chains, I know it.
I have never seen this. We do not know who they will take next, or if they are still alive in the dungeons or not. Tax evasion, they call it. I have other names for it. Extortion, greed, oppression.
My condolences, dear friend. Your father was a good man, though I understand the plight he faced. Sacrificing himself for the good of his children was a noble thing to do. The people of the area understand.
Will the Imam be handing out food tomorrow? I am a proud man, but even I must eat. I suppose I must keep my wife from starving to death too. God might take exception to my negligence otherwise.
No work to be found, I can't sell my sweets. The stewards of Byzantium think I am hiding vast reserves of gold. I told them, search the house. They say I've hidden it elsewhere. Ah! God's will be that this should end soon.
Give my best to your father, along with my apologies. In my position, I must abandon the venture. Though we are all in the same boat, I cannot promise to keep the financial end of the bargain in all this uncertainty.
There is such banditry in this Beylik. It is a miracle any honest citizens yet abide. I find it odd that these Byzantines are here, saying it is Topkapa's fault we are miserable. Under their rule, things are even worse. We draw our own conclusions, yes?
I am almost ready to turn my back on this dump. There is nothing left for me here. To make a living. What the? Great.
If only our conduct could see this.
A bit old to carry on like that, no?
Steven drinking? He's crazy. Really? Think, whatever.
I am amazed at
Quite the performance.
I'm such an idiota!
Madness lurks. Isn't there a easy thing?
Really?
Details are hard to verify, but it would appear.
They say he screams in his sleep, calling out for his father.
Abbas, what a miserable man.
It is not our place to judge.
It certainly is. If our master has gone mad, I would like to know.
Shh. Good evening.
Water.
Of course. Sit.
Many thanks.
What brings you here, old man?
Pity Abbas. Do not mock him. He has lived as an orphan for most of his life, shamed by his family's legacy. He is desperate for power, because he is powerless.
He is our mentor. And unlike Al-Mualim or Altair, he never betrayed us.
Nonsense. Altair was no traitor. He was driven out. Unjustly. Is it you? I heard the rumors, but I did not believe them.
I wonder if I might speak to Abbas myself. It's been a long time.
Impossible. Abbas uses rogue Fedayeen to keep us from the castle.
Fewer than half the fighters here are true assassins.
So, where do I begin?
With us.
You say these men are cruel. Has anyone raised his blade against an innocent?
Alas, yes. Brutality seems to be their sole joy.
Then they will die, for they have compromised the Order. But those who still live by the Creed must be spared.
You can trust in us. You've heard the stories going around the village?
About Abbas and his nightmares?
No. Altair.
What about him?
People say an old assassin saved the life of a merchant down in the valley. They say he fought with a hidden blade.
Rumors. I don't believe it.
True or not, say nothing to Abbas. He is sick with paranoia.
Someone should put you...
Altair is here. In the village? Send word to the castle, quickly. Assassins! To me!
Mentor!
Welcome.
Shh! We do not want to get him killed.
There! Kill the traitors!
You are nothing without that artifact. Nothing! You pathetic miser. Stand.
Follow me to the castle. And spill no blood if you can help it.
There!
Altair, 2 decades have passed since we last saw you within these walls. We could use your wisdom. Now more than ever.
Kill him! Kill him now! What are you waiting for? You fools! He has bewitched you!
Our mentor has returned!
My respect, Mentor.
For Abbas! I fight for you. For the Order.
Welcome home.
Altair.
My blade.
Welcome back, Mentor.
Always an honor.
Die!
Together for victory, Mentor.
Welcome back, Mentor.
Mentor.
Tell your men to stand down!
No! I am defending Mashaf. Would you not do the same?
You corrupted everything we stand for and lost everything we gained. All of it sacrificed on the altar of your own spite.
And you! You have wasted your life, staring into that apple, dreaming of your own glory.
That is true, Abbas. I learned many things from the apple. Of life and death. Of the past and the future. Let me show you.
I can never forgive you, Altair. The lies you told about my family, my father, the humiliation I suffered.
They were not lies, Abbas. I was 10 years old when your father came to see me. He was in tears, begging to be forgiven for betraying my family. Then he cut his own throat. I watched his life ebb away at my feet. I will never forget that image. No! But he was not a coward, Abbas. He reclaimed his honor.
I hope there is another life after this one. Then I will see him and know the truth of his final days. And when it is your time, we will find you. And then there will be no doubts.
An old man, and still he fought to hold our brotherhood together. I would have called him stubborn in my youth, but now I can only admire his courage. The assassins were his life, from beginning to end. He had no other.
Now why would anything...
He's drinking too much coffee. Definitely too much coffee.
Isn't that dangerous?
You're my day!
Lütfen beyefendi bir sikke verin bana.
Please accept my apologies, efendim.
Geliyor bugün taşır.
A bit old to be leaping about, no?
Well, quite the athlete, that one.
Sayun Auditore! Word around the city is you're leaving us.
Is nothing I do a secret.
Not to worry, brother. The captain of your ship is a friend, but neither of you are going anywhere just yet. The Janissaries have raised the chain across the mouth of the Halich and ordered a full blockade until you are caught.
They raised the chain for me.
We will celebrate later. Here, I have something for you. Careful. This has 50 times the kick of our usual bombs.
Bene. I know what to do.
The suspense is palpable.
Yusuf, wait. Un favore.
Yes?
There is a woman running a bookshop at the old Polo trading post. Sophia. Look out for her. She is a remarkable lady.
You have my word.
Gather your men. This will attract some attention.
Broken his leash.
That's a nice cloak. Spaniards sound coffee.
Those ships are armed! They're waiting to stop your boat! You take care of them. We will clear the docks. Ah, Greek fire! I like the way you think, Ezio.
get off so easily!
They're waiting to stop your boat! You take care of them. We will clear the docks.
Tüm işi yanlış yaptın ahmak. Baştan başla.
Don't let him reach the ship!
I have my orders. You won't get through.
Yours is not a subtle approach.
See. Sorry for the delay.
You know something, don't you? You know what's out there.
I have a hunch, yes?
Come on, Bill, you never do anything halfway. What do you think we'll find?
If we're lucky, another prize. If we're very lucky, something that'll end this miserable war.
You're talking over my head, mate.
Listen, Sean, I have no idea what we're going to find. But I do know that whatever it is, the Templars can't have it.
Do you regret anything, Desmond?
Like what?
Running away? Leaving your parents behind, finding a shit job, and pretending to be productive? What's it like spending your whole life avoiding hard decisions?
Come on.
Sure, you're an assassin, but it wasn't your choice.
Do you have a point?
I want to know if you regret anything.
Sure. I wish I'd been more patient with my parents. I wish I'd listened. And Lucy. Maybe things could have been different if I'd... I'm not sure.
Thank you.
For what?
For making sense.
Sean, you feeling okay?
Sure, yeah, of course, no, I'm fine. Yeah. We're assassins, after all, aren't we, eh? Why should we be surprised if one of us dies every now and again?
Every death is a tragedy to somebody somewhere.
What I want to know is Desmond worth all this trouble, you know? What is he? Is he the chosen one? Is that it? Little Jimmy Special? Some bollocks like that?
I'm afraid not. But what he has is rare. His genes contain high concentrations of first civilization DNA. Only about 1 in 10 million or so lucky.
Oh, the bleeding effect. Is that part of it?
I believe so. I wish I could say we knew about his gift earlier. But it was the Templars who realized this. And they found him first.
I have left Constantinople and set sail for the interior of Anatolia, to a region called Cappadocia, where Manuel is training his soldiers. If I am lucky, I will not be alone, for there may be Ottoman spies in the area waiting to strike. But, as ever, I put stock only in myself, and hold the memory of dear Sophia close to my heart. Claudia, you would laugh to hear the racing thoughts of your brother now. I have come to admire Sophia with more affection than I thought possible. After the death of Christina, something withered in me. But that feeling, that capacity for love, has returned. I adore Sophia, but dare not drag her into this life of mine. Not without fear of hurting her, or driving her away. No evidence of an army here, and no signs of Tariq's men.
like our earth.
Well, it Swift recovery, Arkadash.
Bir sikke.
I also specialize. Another satisfied client. Adio. Compress of coriander and lemon, ideal for the rheumatism and salads. Healing services, preventative cures, free-range leeches.
Be alright. I think the loan will... May all your business fare well, friend.
Fresh caught leeches. Who requires leeches? I have swamp nuts and garlic poultices for fighting halitosis.
Why would anyone carry on?
Christos και Αποστόλος. Why? Come forward. Take your health seriously, good folk.
Not so close, Adi Herif.
Easy now. Tarek sent me.
Only you? Why not more?
I am enough. Where are your men?
Captured by Byzantines over a week ago. I was dressed to look like a slave and managed to escape. But the others... Are you a capable fighter?
I like to think so.
Well, when you are certain, come find me.
What the hell named you?
Did you happen to see that? We caught another of the Sultan's spies lurking about. A woman this time, disguised as a harlot, low bird.
Sending his harem girls now, eh? It seems the Sultan is running out of skilled fighters. Where did you take her?
Inside, into the prisons. But she won't last long. Not with Shakulu in charge.
Hiding behind the hood, huh?
How soon before my soldiers are trained to use those guns?
A few weeks at most.
Janissaries will know I have betrayed them by now. But do they have the resources for retribution?
Doubtful. The Sultan's battle with Selim commands most of their attention.
What the hell is that spell?
Apologies, Manuel. Some of these Ottoman prisoners are so... fragile.
Shakuru, try to moderate your anger. I know the Sultan humiliated your people, but there is no need to spit on men who are beneath us.
You, take the woman from the prison and bring her to the chapel.
Shakulu, I don't have the key.
Find it!
Who has the key? You?
I think Nicholas has. He's on leave in the market.
Christemu, I'd like to run that man through with a spear.
Quite fit for a killing.
much paint you have, I can only make...
Isn't that legal?
Your time.
You are welcome.
Aman Allah. What is that?
Not everyone was taken prisoner.
Poor men. Allah siti kutsasın. That Turkmen renegade did this. Shah Kulu. I'll kill him!
Wait. You do not cooperate very well.
I'm here to rescue my men, not make friends. Right there.
That armor is too thick for bullets. I will have to get in close.
Jonas, we have to help him.